You are now watching the Lone Blown. Blown! Word up, what's poppin' YouTube? Thanks for stopping by here at the Lone Blown. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button right now. And everyone who has, I totally appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the support. In today's video, we're going to continue on in our series where I play PikaRom against some of the top decks in the format to showcase how you could play against all these different decks. I know a lot of videos I've shown have showed PikaRom gameplay or PikaRom deck list, but this is very specific, and I hope you enjoy this high-level gameplay. In this particular video, like I said, we're going to be playing against Blacephalon. We're playing against Jay Lesage, my brother, the 2010 world champion, and second place at EUIC 2017. One of the best players in the game, and he doesn't really play too much anymore, but you want to what? We really appreciate him showing up for this video and showing us what absolute Pokemon Master gameplay is. If you're looking for any of the cards in this video, I did feature both decks in the description below, so check those out. You can copy and paste them. If you're missing any cards, go to PTCGO plug in code ZLesage5 to save off 5% off your order. And I mean, check out some of the other sponsors and stuff that we got going down there. I mean, there's a podcast between me and Chill TCG called The L Horn. You know, things are pretty cool. But that being said, I know you want to watch some exciting gameplay. Let's just jump right into it. Okay, so I won the coin flip. Do I want to go first? This is actually a matchup I don't want to go first. Baby Blacephalon wants to go second, so I want to go second. And I mean, in most games, I always want to go second. I really haven't found a circumstance that I really want to go first. But maybe we'll find one eventually. Out of the top decks, not really. So against the Baby Blacephalon matchup, going second prevents them from using Welder on the first turn. I mean, we got a really awkward hand here, so that's it's not particularly the best. We're trying to get an Electrify off, and then just trying to Marty and stamp our opponent into nothing. Our opponent's turn is probably not going to be too hot either. Just because it's their first turn, I wouldn't expect much else beyond a giant hearth, grabbing some energies, attaching one to the Blacephalon, and maybe passing. Maybe there's another Pokemon on their side. We'll see exactly how it goes. Yeah, there's the Pokemon on the side that I was talking about, because it is possible for us to do upwards of 200 damage on our first turn. And shout out to Jay Lesage for being part of this video today. It's one of those things where I'm trying to look for the best players to play against when it comes to making these videos. And I really appreciate Jay, my brother, tuning in. He did win Worlds in 2010, second at the EUIC International Championships in Europe in 2017. Just a generally super strong player at the game. I'm going to go Electromagnetic Radar here. This is a matchup that I really want to focus on Mewtwo. But I'm okay to start with, you know what, I'm just going to pitch this whole hand away. I don't see there being any other reason. Nothing has a lesser retreat cost or anything like that. I probably could have checked through my deck a little bit more just to come up with a better game plan, but we should be okay. Okay, this is not looking particularly good. We need to hope that our opponent's not able to get a Welder. I'm just going to power up the Boltund in case I can get an attack off next turn. And I'm just going to pass my turn away. So a little bit of an awkward start here, but we'll see exactly what Jay gets. If he's able to get the Welder or not. Blacephalon decks have been considered a little bit inconsistent in the past. So he might just be like, look, I don't really have much. I have to attach an energy. Or might not be able to get enough for the full knockout with Fireball Circus. That's also an option. And then we have Marnie to really disrupt him. Okay, so based off that, it looks like he does not have the Welder. And that is also not a Welder. So we'll see what Great Ball brings, and that's just another Blacephalon. You can always use Intrepid Sword. The fact that he's attaching a hard energy makes me think he's going to go in for an Intrepid Sword here, yeah. So, I mean, the Marnie is going to be huge. Yeah. let's just go for Marnie here. How many energies do we have in there? We have that. Okay. Let's go here and quick ball. Boss orders isn't going to particularly matter too much. I'm just going to grab a Mewtwo to start building that up. I don't want to really power up the Boltund too much more, so let's just wait here. I don't think they're going to do anything to our Tapu Koko, but I mean, in the same vein, they probably could as well. So let's go ahead here and go Dance of the Ancients. We could always energy switch the energy away later if we don't like it, and then we could just power up the Mewtwo. So our plan here is to really try to offset the prize cards, go 2 prize cards here, 3 prize cards with Mewtwo, and another 3 prize cards. This is fairly immune to our opponent's deck, because if they're playing Cramorant, they need to be able to snipe for 160. This Pokemon has more. They don't really have too many damage modifiers. I mean, I guess they could play Zigzagoon, but it's one of those things where we'll see exactly if they're able to get a Zigzagoon knockout on a Crobat, especially under, like, Chaotic Swell, Marnie, Reset Stamp plays. We'll see if our opponent's able to take the knockout on the Boltunds. It's fine if they do take the knockout on the Boltunds. But it would be a lot nicer if they did not. Because we just want to have as many turns in the game as possible. Maybe they're just trying to build the Blacephalon so they can get a Mewtwo, put back that boss orders on top of their deck, and then try to knock out the Mewtwo. That might be an interesting strategy in this matchup. Or, like, I mean, again, Baby Blacephalon can be very inconsistent in a single particular game. We'll see what Stellar Wish offers them. Okay, so they do have a switch. Will they be able to find the 4 energies is the question. Like, I think if Jay is putting in the Blacephalon in the active spot, I think we're just getting knockouts. Okay. So there's the Fireball Circus. Gonna draw 2 prize cards there. It's another switch going to be gone. I'm going to go ahead here and actually just pop this for... I'd rather go for an Eldegoss, to be honest. Actually, you want to know what? How many Marnies do we have left in the deck? I'm just going to go for the Dedenne. This is not the best hand ever. So let's just go ahead and go full blitz. I don't think there's going to be any energies left. And if there are, I'll just grab... Oh, okay, there are a couple. I mean, at this point, I might as well just grab the energy there. It's really, really unfortunate. I don't want to have the energy there. Just because if they knock out the Mewtwo is too big of a prize. I would have liked to have another Mewtwo, but as you can see, my hand's not particularly offering that. We did get the Chaotic Swell, though. We did Marnie our opponents. Maybe they won't be able to get everything out this turn. Which means I could just go Tag Bolt, knocking out a Blacephalon and knocking out a Jirachi. Which, I mean, is not a terrible strategy. Because the deck can struggle to get out Blacephalons, too. That is a second welder. We'll see exactly what Jay does here. Maybe this is going to be an Oricorio. Maybe Oricorio is prized. It's a Crobat. Interesting. We're watching them fight for it. I mean, if Jay's unable to stay, if Jay's unable to get the Blacephalon down, there's 3 energies on there. I can knock out the Jirachi and the Blacephalon, and then go Reset Stamp on Jay at the same time, putting his hand kind of in a blunder, and there's a Chaotic Swell in play. So for me, I think that that's pretty good, and we still have a turn to attach more energy. There's a Scoop Up Nets. Okay, okay, switch. I was like, I don't think Jay's gonna sacrifice a Crobat to me, but I'm totally okay with that. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I think he's trying to save the Cramorants for another turn. And we'll see exactly what he decides to do. Maybe he'll like retreat or something. Because like I don't, if he doesn't have the fire crystals, then he's in a pretty tough spot. Yeah. Okay, so there's the Intrepid Sword. It's an unfortunate turn for Jay, but sometimes the reset stamp will get you. Oh, and we did get the boss's orders too. I think the best way to handle this is to go, I mean, first and foremost, we want to go reset stamp. We can knock out and draw 4 prize cards this turn. I don't know if that really matters. Draw 3 prize cards this turn. I think if we just get... How many boss have we used? 1 boss, no goss. Yeah, let's just bring up the Cram and knock out the Blacephalon and the Cram. That draws us 3 prize cards, and that means we just have the Dedenne left to deal with. So I'm going to go ahead here and bring... I just want to double check. I do have the Peak in there. Yeah, let's bring up the Cram. I mean, I guess we could also just knock out the Jirachi. Yeah, the Jirachi's probably better to knock out here. Just because our opponent also needs a welder. Jirachi could be that welder. So we will draw 3 prize cards, and we do currently... I mean, I guess we don't have win in hands. We're close to having win in hands. Actually, we probably have win in hands. Just with Boltund, attach an energy switch, hard retreats. That would be 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we have win in hand right now. But that's only if our opponent does not do something huge this turn. So I think we're able to just like steal this game from Jay. So yes, we, Air Balloon. Quick Ball, 4 Boltunds. And then move an energy there and retreats for the knockout with Bolt Storm. So 280 there, even enough to knock out a Reshiram and Charizard GX. And what an exciting match that was. I mean, exciting for me, I guess, if you ask. It's one of those things where Jay really didn't get too much going on. But when you reset stamp your opponent, hit them with the Chaotic Swell, stuff like that, there's really not much that they can do, right? Sometimes the cards just don't naturally land there, and that's what makes Blacephalon a little bit of an inconsistent deck, but the deck's a little bit of, it's really powerful for a single prize card deck, so don't knock it until you try it. Again, if there's any of the cards that you're missing for this deck, head over to PTCGO plug in code ZLesage5 to save 5% off your order. Again, both decks are in the description. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You already know if you've already watched. If you're not, hit that subscribe button because you're going to watch again. Appreciate it. But that being said, yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. We're going to continue on the series. So be sure to check out those other videos, especially if you're looking to play against some other top matches. And if you got anything to say, let me know in the comments below. appreciate everyone. Happy 2021. And thanks so much for supporting me as a content creator. It truly means the world to me. Have yourselves a great one. Peace out. Really hope that you enjoyed watching that video. I totally enjoyed making it. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like the video, share the video with everyone that you know, and subscribe to the channel as well. Totally appreciate all the support. We got a lot of cool things happening on the channel, so stay tuned for more. Be sure to check out the social links in the description. Thanks and have yourself a great one.